are back. We are at E3 2014, and I'm Clements. I'm with PlayStation. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We have a very special guest. Hello! You're waving to the crowd, and you are Tomas with CI Games. You're the executive producer on Lords of the Fallen, which we have up here, which is an awesome Gothic RPG coming to PS4. Hello,
this
sir.
fall.
This fall?
Yep.
Thank you. I'm glad you're on your game because I wouldn't have asked that. So thanks for coming by, man.
Thanks for having me.
You're driving the demo. You're also going to be talking to me. We have a little lag on this monitor down here. So
a little bit.
If you die, we can blame that.
As if this game was not challenging enough, we added 2-second lag to that.
So why don't you just give us, like, in a nutshell, what Lords of the Fallen is?
Of course, Lords of the Fallen is an action RPG, so we tried to combine the game that has interesting, impelling storyline, characters, world, the lore, the background, together with a game that primarily is focused around combat and about challenge, about mechanics and tactical, strategical combat. And this part of the game is going to be the most important and a prominent one. So generally, it's a game about overcoming the challenge, about the most important goal for us as a dev team was to create a game that gives every player the satisfaction, the feeling of reward. It's a very addictive feeling, and we're after that one.
All right, awesome. So do you want to just give us background on the actual story itself? Like
sure.
Maybe about the hero Harkin?
Yeah, it's actually the story that the game doesn't base off of any franchise, so we pretty much made it up ourselves, so to say.
This is a creative vision of you, and you alone.
No, not only me, no. There's a whole dev team behind it. We created a legend that drives everything that happens in the world of Lords of the Fallen. A couple thousand years ago, people had to fight, they fought, and they have defeated their god. It was a very bad god, but they did it. The god and his demonic army. Quite an achievement, or a trophy, I should say. And they have defeated their god. And
good save, man.
Because of that, they believe they can do very, very epic and spectacular things. For example, people started believing that they can wipe evil completely out of human nature. Now, whether that's reasonable or not, we're not going to argue here, but that's a fantasy world. And it's very important because that assumption is what drives a lot of things that happen in the world of Lords of the Fallen. And they even came up with a codex of the worst sins and things that people can do. And they don't want to kill people who are getting caught doing that. That's evil. They don't want to do it. So instead, they mark them with tattoos across the face, and they become outcasts for the entire lifetime. And here's the interesting part. When the game starts, the demons are back. Nobody knows why, but I don't want to spoil it for you, but the demons are back.
Let's discuss the entire plot for all our viewers.
And it's only natural for humans, as I've described them to you, to think, okay, we don't want to fight demons. They're bad guys. They're evil guys. We don't want to do it. Let's choose the worst, the most evil of us, and face them against these guys. And there's the moment where our hero, Harkin, steps in. He's the guy who's committed the most deadly, the most lethal sins of the ones that the humanity have sort of written down in Codex. And so I don't want to lie to anybody. He's not a good person.
He's a bad person.
He is a bad person.
Purposes,
but what is important about it, he's capable, he's predestined to face the threat and the demonic army that's up ahead of him. So they just think, let's face evil with evil. And this is where the game starts. And this is who we're playing, Harkin.
And again, I would like to remind our audience that Tomas is playing with a pretty severe lag on this monitor. So if you die, that's fine. You have an out.
I'm not really sure whether it's not going to look very, very bad if I try
it looks good up there. I'm happy with it. There we go.
Oh,
you're already doing great.
This is going to be crazy. I'm trying to lock the camera on the opponent, trying to block. Okay, almost there. Now, let me try to see if I can... I'm not going to hide behind the wall. Let me try to see a jumping attack. Or not. All right.
So, what inspired you guys to kind of tackle the action RPG side of things and kind of create a combat system based
The most
around
important thing that we wanted to do while we were designing, trying to get into that game, was that very special feeling of overcoming the challenge and becoming proficient in playing the game. I am becoming better now.
You're doing
I've
like
never
really
played
good
with a
now,
lag like this.
considering.
It's actually interesting.
There's like a solid 2-second delay on this monitor down here, so this is like
Fun.
crazy.
It's fun. Now imagine I'm going to be playing back home without it. Wow. Anyways, that interesting element of satisfaction is so cool that it was a dream of ours as a dev team to try to give it to as many people as possible. That's why we try to identify, extract, and remove or decrease the amount of frustrating elements in the game. And this is what Lords of the Fallen is attempting to be. This is a
And
potion.
you've written about it on PlayStation blog, actually, where the game is designed to challenge but not to frustrate. Like, you remove a lot of the unnecessary frustrations and leave just the challenge in its place. Like this handsome gentleman here that's walked up to you.
I think
totally
the
friendly.
magicians in here have done something to remove the lag. I feel way better with this.
Oh, okay, perfect. They probably heard my desperate plea and they reacted accordingly.
Anyways, I'm not going to take chances with this guy.
Now, does he go to bed with all that armor on? That was well done.
That was the easy way to feed him. Of course, I won't get a loot if he drops anything, but at least, especially with the luck, I didn't want to take chances.
So what kind of abilities and or weapons, armor does Harkin have? Because what we're seeing here is just kind of one particular example of what kind of equipment he has.
Yeah, there are actually three pillars of character development. Only one of them is gear. The other one is types of abilities or attributes. So yeah, I'm gonna open a secret area now. And try not to fall down the pit. And the most important... Will I make it?
Nope.
Okay, I'll try again.
That door does
that
not
leaves
want
me
you to
enough
go
time
in.
to talk about character development.
Yeah, exactly. Tell us about that equipment.
The most important element of character development is the gear and the armors, shields, and weapons that you're going to be using. They are very diversified and totally not bound to the class that you choose at the beginning, because the class that you actually do choose at the beginning is what determines the type of magic that you're going to be using in the game. And that means that if you're choosing, if you're choosing warrior, for example, that means that you're probably going to be using the spells that enhance your... I'm trying to see what happened. I'm trying to get back to the game.
And this is some of the inventory screen here, yeah?
We might
he's spinning.
got...
We're having minor technical difficulties.
Anyways, I've mentioned the gear, the weapons, armors, and shields that you're going to be using, and the magic. There are 3 different spell trees in that game. I'm wondering whether I want to go in here because there's a challenging opponent. And
I think it would actually be kind of comical to see you try, so I would encourage you...
Okay, you know what? I'll change the weapon first.
Okay.
And the 3rd class is Cleric, by the way. I actually have spells from Warrior right now. One of them, actually. Ram, as we call him.
This is a super intimidating menu, but I'm assuming if for someone who knows the game and plays it from the beginning, it'll all make sense to him.
Okay, I'm going to probably use magic. Unless I don't... There we go.
Something out of my nightmare.
Okay, poison me. Wonder if I'm gonna survive this.
If you will if you believe in yourself, Tomas.
Okay. So let me try to talk about things that are not... Okay, he or she laid eggs in the meantime. Good.
Do you say he or she laid eggs?
I mean, if these are eggs, that's probably she.
Okay.
In that case.
Well done. Did you kill it?
I guess.
Okay.
Let's see, did I kill it? Is it dead? Is it proper dead?
I mean, it hasn't killed you back, so I think it's dead.
Okay. There's another armor in here, just a secret area.
I like how he opens it just by kicking the chest.
He's got an attitude. You know who he is. I told you where he comes from, so it's only natural.
He's a badass. I get it.
You know what I'll do? I'll make sure I use a consumable that will allow me to use a spell in just a second.
Good. Perfect. Get prepped.
There we go. There's actually a very nasty ambush in here, and with the slag, I might be...
What a jerk. That dude was like hiding behind the wall. That's totally not fair.
There we go.
But you have some crazy fire spell, so I guess that evens the odds a little bit.
Okay. I think I'm tempted... Oh, yeah, there are 2 guys. I'm tempted to use different kind of magic.
Okay.
I'll use...
Switch it up.
gauntlet. There is a sort of a grenade kind of magical weapon. And I can actually try to hurt both of these guys at the same time. Let me see if I can do it.
Oh God,
There
don't
we
fall
go.
to your death.
No,
Perfect.
I'm not.
Perfect.
Okay.
He's so happy. Look at him. Whoa! Well done. Beautiful.
We actually react to this probably after everybody will have seen it. Anyways, here's a save point. It actually gives you the idea how frequently the save points are going to be distributed in Lords of the Fallen. They're not. You won't have to backtrack a whole location when you, for example, get to the boss and die. So that was very important.
So Tomas, I think we're kind of running out of time, but I just want to get your thoughts. What are you like most proud of in Lords of the Fallen, and like what will people be most anticipating when this game comes out on PS4?
I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to be a broken record, but I think whoever attempts to play this game and find that he's sort of, I mean, most of the fights in this game are going to be one-on-one. So whoever feels that he's trying to figure out and break into details the tactics and strats against certain opponents, he will feel that sense of progression. And that will be the reward that I think is like way better than anything else you get in a game, because you're feeling that you're becoming proficient with how you actually play this game. And that's pretty much what Lords is about.
Awesome.
Lords of the Fallen 2014 fall. We definitely don't want to be one of these games that slips in 2015, so this is fall 2014.
Fall 2014, Lords of the Fallen, PS4. Tomas, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Sorry about the monitor. Forgive us. But and thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And this E3 2014 will have more coverage coming soon, so enjoy. And
PlayStation